Matter of fact, to prove a point here, I wanted to prove how effective this play can be. I decided for 3 quarters, run nothing but this one play. Obviously, guys, I'm not promoting that. You don't do that. But I wanted to prove how effective this play can be. And granted, I mean, this guy's not the best defender. You're gonna see that, and as you probably already know, when you go up against a good defender, they make adjustments, and you gotta progress to different plays. But you're going to see that when you run this play effectively and you mix and match all the hot routes and you spread the field, you're going to see how this is going to be one of your key plays, and this is going to dramatically help add a whole other level to your passing game. This series right here, guys, we show how valuable it is, that streak up the middle from our tight end. They absolutely have to commit to stop that route. Otherwise, you're gonna run route, you're gonna pass all over them. You're gonna move that ball on the field. You got to realize that's a very easy read for your quarterback. It's a straight ahead throw. That tight end is going down the field so quick that if he gets just a little separation from that linebacker, and they're not all over stopping him, that safety over the top is not going to be able to stop him in time. If he gets separation from that linebacker, or if they're not overly committed to stopping him. So you're going to force them to stop Vernon Davis or stop your tight end. Once again, they didn't stop it. Now, I know what you're thinking, guys. You're thinking, okay, you got Vernon Davis. He's a great tight end. What if I don't have a great tight end? Guys, trust me, it's going to be nearly as effective. I've run this play with his backup when he got hurt, McDonald. He's an average tight end, and we killed it because we were smart. We switched the routes up just like that. Instead of going for a deep pass every time, we'll switch it up every once in a while and put our tight end on a slant. And that guy, it's like throwing a beautiful changeup when you're used to throwing a 100-mile-an-hour fastball. It's going to catch that defense, that batter, just completely off guard, and be swinging it in space. So this can be so incredibly effective. So right here, we're playing a little cat and mouse game. That safety's moving over the top, trying to make me. He's either just clueless or he's trying to deke me in and try to fake or try to get me to throw to Davis, and apparently he was going to try to pick me off. That obviously wasn't the case. He just left it open. And this is the problem. Just think about how many yards we had from Vernon Davis on that drive because it did not stop it. And if they do commit to stop it, which most Madden players will, that's fine. We look to check off to Bolden. We check off to Stevie Johnson. Or you know what? If those 3 reads are not there, we dump it off to Frank Gore on the zig route. Excuse me, the dig route. So, very valuable play. Once again, we look like we have an opportunity to go deep. We find when we read that coverage, it'd be tough to force it to Vernon Davis. So we check down to Anquan Bolden, cutting across that field. You're gonna see how valuable that flag pattern is on this play, because it really is. It's as open as any other play. But we love that straight ahead throw to our tight end because it's just such a great high percentage completion. Right here, we're switching it up a little bit. Notice how we're going to send Vernon Davis and Stevie Johnson on a slant. Now, earlier we said we don't do that. We generally don't. The only reason, though, because we're in a 10-yard line, we don't have a lot of real estate to work with. We feel we can create better separation with the defenders in our slot receiver, slanting him as well. Now, we're slanting our tight end, and so usually the rule would be we would not slant our slot receiver. But since we don't have the real estate, we feel we can create better separation, slanting them both in a shorter field. Now, you really can if you want to, even on a bigger field. I just prefer not to. I like to spread the field a little more. You really can if you want to, but I don't usually. Right here, we switched it up. We sent Frank Gore on a slant, and we were throwing to him because he was open, but Stevie Johnson was the only other guy that could catch it, and he's on our team, so it worked out just fine. This is very difficult to stop.